Hello there folks, it is TIJ Gaming and welcome back to the Neil Robertson Pro Career on Snooker 19. Today it's time for part number 70. Quite unbelievable that this season has been 70 parts long now. The longest series of Snooker 19 history on the channel. Not a surprise given that we're playing longer matches now, but it is really nice to hit a landmark like that. And for those of you guys who are keeping count, it's part 187 of the series as a whole. So closing in on 200 episodes as well. And in today's episode, we have the climax of the match against the Warrior, Kyron Wilson. And thank goodness that the game has saved this time. It's not a repeat of the last 32 fiasco. So, going into the second session, or the second mini session if you like, we lead by 3 frames to 1. It was a big frame to win that 4th frame. It could have been Kyron Wilson 2-1 after 3. And it could have very much been the other way around, of course, with Kyron Wilson being 3-1 up. But this next frame that we're going to play, the first frame of the day, is going to be a huge, huge swing frame. Should we win this frame, it's a long way back for Kyron Wilson. But should Kyron Wilson win the frame, well, it is game on again. And to try and avoid an issue with any saves of the game, we just let the break-off, etc. take place for the 5th frame. So this is where we are after the break-off. And I think there was a safety shot from both. I think Kyron actually took a safety shot, because I think it was us with the break-off. But from that first safety shot, Kyron had left us a chance on a red. So, take that on. And that was a good pot. A bit tricky this is, to get round without hitting the red. Ooh, we didn't want that. I said it was going to be tricky to get round there without hitting the red. The angle would have been lovely, because it would have been just about there if we'd have got it right. But alas, we didn't. And end of break, unfortunately. Just got to get this cue ball back up to bulk now. And that is not too bad at all. I'm happy with that.
He's played that very well.
Neil Robertson.
So Kyron actually in a snooker there. It's a good shot from us. Real big opportunity this match, most certainly if we can get into the last 8. But, I mean, Hendon says that he's left a potting chance, and sure, this red will go. There's nothing easy here, though. There is nothing easy at all. I mean, that one might go to the top pocket. Your issue is, how do you keep the cue ball safe if you don't go for a pot? Because I'm not fancying a pot here, to be honest. Could be a risk, this.
Is very important here, and he doesn't.
But I just don't fancy taking a pot on, so we're going to try and get some cover behind the yellow and brown. And we haven't quite got it, I don't think. Not for the one that's hanging out quite a lot on the side cushion. And he's potted it beautifully, but where's the cue ball going to end up? Well, Kyron. It was a brilliant pot to pull off. Fair play to you, but it did look a bit fast. It did certainly look a bit quick to me. And that's going to be really painful for him. It wasn't the best safety shot from us, but to be fair, it was a good pot all the same from Kyron. So it was a little bit of both. We kind of give him a chance, but he took that chance perfectly. Just completely butchered the position. And now we've got a second chance, and a far better chance than we got before. Because of course now we control where the cue ball goes. To an extent, of course. Can never quite get it perfect. You're doing well if you got the cue ball completely on a string. But this is a good opportunity now to go 4-1 up, and Kyron, if he's sitting in his chair for the duration of this frame, would just be ruining that mistake. Thinking, well, it would have been a good chance, as he's seen now, to get in. After a bit of a poor safety shot from us. And, well, that's got to hurt. Not going to worry about whether Kyron Wilson's hurting, though. We've just got to get on with it here. Get on with business. And we only got to the last 32 last year, so if we can get to the last 8... sorry, it was 2 years ago we got to the last 32. I think we got to the last 16 last year, but of course with the 2-year ranking system, it's Season 1 we're looking at to focus on the rankings. We've ran that on a little bit too much.
23.
Pot's still there, I think, but position's not going to be great from this.
This should be straightforward enough.
Well,
He'll be disappointed there. Unforced error.
we just played the positional shot a little bit too hard. Put a little bit too much power into it. It was a bit of a cutback. We don't like those shots. We took it on because there wasn't really much in the way of safety we could have played. But this is now a good opportunity for Kyron Wilson. He's got to show what he's made of here. I would have loved not to have given him an opportunity for the rest of the frame, but these things happen.
For this shot.
5.
But that is a bit of a stinker, to be honest. He's going to have to pull off a good shot here. Might just be safety. It looks like it is.
Kyron Wilson, 5.
And it is a safety. Certainly not a bad safety at all. Try and get ourselves behind yellow and brown, but the cue ball hasn't got the right line at all. So we've mucked that one up again. Our safety play in the last few exchanges has not been great. So Kyron gets yet another chance. He's had 2 and we're giving him a 3rd now. So we're not playing perfectly in this frame. And something strange will really happen if you can't win this frame. This is a crucial pot. And at that pace, it's not going to miss. Good shot.
That's a top shot. Outstanding potting. 1.
You would say Kyron's got to be the favourite for the frame here.
He's going for
He's
it.
taking on a blue, though.
And he's
Well,
missed it. Kyron
he
Wilson.
just can't get a string of pots together. Don't want to put too much power into this. Just make sure we pot the red. And we'd really get away with this if we won the frame. Really would. Just trying to decide what to go for here. Could very easily leave ourselves out of position. You know, I'm not a big fan of topspin. The trouble is, we've got to be this side, really, and there's no way, whatever we play, that we are going to be. So I think we're just going to have to take a safety shot on here. And risk leaving something. You never know, do you? This could very easily go wrong. Yeah, we've overcooked that quite a bit. Doesn't leave an opportunity, though.
Neil Robertson.
Undercooked it, I meant. Sorry, not over. Yeah, just a safety shot from Kyron. That's all we can play, really. Just up and down the table. This looks a good shot, as long as the corner pocket isn't too close, and that's just about close enough. Didn't want to get any close to that. It's now left the black over the corner pocket. That gives us a bit of a headache.
The safety battle continues.
This looks like it could be a decent line, though. Just a little bit too thick on the yellow there. A little bit thinner, we could have been right behind the brown. This is a chance for Kyron. Is he going to take it on? If he has, he's played it too thin. Oh, well. He has certainly had his chance in this frame, but just hasn't took it. We really need to take this chance, because we've been given that many chances by Kyron now, when In all honesty, we should have lost the frame. On multiple occasions. I've overhit that one though. Oh, I can't believe this. Cannot believe it.
Neil Robertson.
Don't mind that. We're nearly there in this frame, but one stupid shot and it could be all over. So I'm going to make Kyron play the hard shots.
That's an excellent safety.
I'm glad Neil Folds approves. So he's pushed one red out. It's on the cushion, but it's not tempting enough to go for the pot with. Issue is that he's not left any of the other reds able to go for. So
Looking to
it's a little bit of a problem. There's a bit of a hit and hope here in some ways.
He's missed it.
And you can now, of course, see that one red. This could be a good opportunity for Kyron. I didn't know what to play there, so I just thought, well, hit and hope, and sometimes it works, and evidently there it hasn't. So is this the opportunity he's been waiting for? He has got to take this one. Those two reds are the pink. He can certainly position himself for them. But he might get it wrong. I mean, he can't go for the pink. I don't know what he's aiming for out of this. He's going to have to go for the long red. And he pots it.
9.
But look at that position. Surely he's going to go for a safety after this.
12.
Going to have to, because I don't think either of those reds go to the middle. Well, it does. It does.
Excellent pot.
Jammy git.
13. 20.
And this is now a good opportunity for Kyron. Really is. We could walk out being the most frustrated man here. We gave Kyron many chances, and we also almost mocked him, really. Went, well, it's never going to happen for him.
21.
Goodness me. There's a plane flying over. It's not all won, though, yet for Kyron. As you can see, the yellow is a very tough pot from there.
Kyron Wilson.
So the safety battle will now ensue. 10 points is the gap. So we've still got the advantage here. But based on our safety play so far, I wouldn't make us favourite. We got away with that a little because I did fear that Kyron would clear up. But it's still a very strong opportunity. And the difference between 4-1 and 3-2 here is colossal. That's a good shot.
Really doesn't want to overhit this.
Well, we've hit the yellow. It's just the luck of the draw where it ends up, and it's the luck of the draw it ends up in a potting position.
Managed to get out of the snooker, but there is a difficult pot available.
The pot's on here. He doesn't take it on though. That's a wise decision, to be honest. I think I'm going to take this on, but I'm not going to put too much into it. But it's there. Lovely pot, but where's this blue ball going to go if we cannon into it? Oh, can you believe it?
Foul.
Can you believe it?
He's lining this up into the right middle
and of course the yellow is there. Oh, that's gutting. He's going to go and win the frame now, you would think, surely. We went for just a half chance on the yellow, and what are the chances of coming back up the table and cannoning the blue in? That's a real shame. Just the pink needed for Kyron Wilson. And it's now 3 frames to 2. We can't get more unlucky than that, really. Just went for a half chance on the yellow, and it was a great pot, but potted the blue, and it was out of our hands then. So Kyron Wilson really makes it match on again, game on. At 3-2, 4-1 would have been a great advantage, but it's game on a bit here. Put that red back into the pack. And seeing as we nudge the brown, it looks a very good shot.
Excellent safety shot.
That's a good shot. Just see the edge of this one though. But he's missed it. He's missed the edge of the red. So we'll take 4 points there. And we'll put him back to where he was.
Foul and a miss.
Just done what we did many times. I think it was it was against Kyron, wasn't it? In that one frame that Kyron won. And just went for it too thin and missed. He's hit them this time, and I wasn't expecting him to miss again, but it's a good 4 points for us, and to be honest, there'd be no advantage from taking it on again. But funnily enough, Kyron's going to get those 4 points back because we've just done exactly the same to him.
With the green ball, avoidable contact as well.
Foul and a miss.
And that's a great safety as well. That is a great safety, quite unbelievable. We're typical in it when one time where we get a good shot and
he'll be aware of the risks associated with
we actually don't hit the reds. But that's a better shot because of the side. It doesn't turn into a better shot because we've left a red available.
That was a really
Quite a swing, wouldn't it, if Kyron was to go on and win this frame?
Down it goes.
The red just rattles in.
Oh, wonderful shot.
1.
Well, that's
I think that's end of break.
6.
Yep, it certainly is.
Kyron Wilson, 6.
I think we've just pushed that red safe with the blue.
Brilliantly played.
Yep, I like that.
Playing safe from here.
And the pack has opened up a little bit here, and there's a good half chance on this red. Risky one to take on though,
Pot, no doubt.
if we're not accurate. But it's there.
That is not bad at all.
Good pot.
Great opportunity.
And we open up a few more reds. This is a chance now.
1.
This once again, a very big swing frame. 3 each, and it's a best of 3. 4-2, and Kyron needs every single remaining frame.
Looking to play this with a lot of power.
And in it goes.
The red's now firmly split. Played some backspin there, just to try and open them up.
7.
This is definitely a good opportunity. Easy to make a silly mistake though.
He's an expert long potter, and he's taking this on.
Really impressive cueing.
12.
Black's out of commission here. And we very nearly missed that red.
13.
That was close. We're almost a little bit too bulk side of the blue, really. We've come up a little bit too far. It's okay, though. Good recovery shot in. We should be okay. We popped the blue. That's the most important. Yep, I'm okay with that.
18.
As I say, it is awkward, though, given the black's not on its spot. And also is out of potting range for the moment. Obviously pink and black both off the spot, and yellow as well. So these could get challenging.
$24.
I'm okay with that. position might get a bit awkward here. Let's just try and give it a good whack.
Power.
See where we end up.
That hasn't really worked out.
And that's quite unbelievable at that pace. How can you get caught up at that pace? That's the only problem. It's a risk. And we're now in a snooker. Quite unbelievably. Well, we'll try and come off the
He doesn't want to lose the wide
blue
spear.
ball here.
Could leave an opportunity.
Tell you what, we weren't far off hitting it. But we were always going to leave something on there, and he's not going to get us to take it again. Again, in hindsight,
Well, it was
a
a
few
really
poor
hard
shots
shot,
there
and it
from us.
hasn't worked out for him at all.
It's not worked out.
Foul and a miss. Neil Robertson, 25.
And this now a lovely chance. The balls have split beautifully, but we just couldn't get in there. And Kyron's potted the red.
1.
I have to say, it's
Get back
just,
into the frame here.
I don't know, we're not picking the right shots.
7.
We were playing brilliantly in that first session. In one or two of the frames, anyway. But so far, we've been sloppy. And this, just look at all the reds now. This is a brilliant chance.
11.
And if Kyron does bring it back to 3 each, then he's the man with the momentum.
Nicely positioned for the yellow here.
12.
So he levels the scores with that yellow. This next red will put him ahead. With 5 reds left on the table. That pink's a bit of an obstacle, but nothing you can do about it. Can't get that off its spot for the moment.
Decent position to take on a colour here.
15. 20.
And a player with the quality of Kyron, I can't see him making a mistake here. I really do think we messed up. It's just your luck sometimes how the reds end up, but you can't believe playing at that pace with all that backspin that we'd end up in a snooker. But that's just the way it is.
21.
Can't do a whole lot about it sometimes. That's not the best position though.
Playing for the middle pocket.
Even if he goes for the blue, he's going to have to get a lot of power on this.
26.
Well, what do I know?
This is being played
It's a mighty good
towards
shot.
the left middle pocket.
27.
See how he approaches this now. Well, he's tried to split them.
34.
It's not worked fantastically, and there's not a pot on, obviously,
Tyron
so
Wilson, 30.
he can't quite clear up here. That'll annoy him. Try and get the cue ball in behind the black. Not take any risks. Leaving any pot on. Okay, it's not perfect, but it doesn't leave any chances. Well, the landline phone's just gone off. It's very rare that happens these days. Goodness me. Hopefully I've edited that out all okay. Again, just going to force Kyron to play the tricky shots here. And that's a better attempt this time. He's going to have to play the other red. But he's putting us in a bit more trouble.
He's got it. Excellent shot.
Just try and hit this as thin as possible.
This shot depends on perfect pace.
It does depend on perfect pace, and we've pretty much got it. You can't argue at that one that much. Okay, there's a potential potting chance, but take it on and miss, and you could leave us in.
No, not the result he was looking for.
Wow,
What a pass.
that I did not realise.
He couldn't have played that.
I didn't
any
realise
better.
that wet red went, and that's frame over now. There's no way that Kyron Wilson is going to lose from here. So a poor start to this session. Not ideal at all.
8.
And we've just lost our way a little bit. Kyron Wilson, the man with the momentum. And it now becomes a best of 3. From a match that could have been easily done in 3 frames.
So,
Then these first
he just
two.
needs the black.
Kyron Wilson, you would think, with this black, yep, he'll take both of them.
Superb.
That's a bit of a sucker punch.
Should be it.
Really is. After how we played in the first session,
16.
we knew take at least one of these two frames and we're okay. And now all of a sudden the pressure's on us to go and win the next one. Kyron wins the next one. And from being way ahead at 3-1, we need each of the next two frames. If Kyron goes and wins the next one.
24. 26.
This is not easy.
So a lot of time in the chair this frame.
That's a top quality
Bit
shot from the
frustrating,
wrist.
but there you
Not
go.
easy at all.
29.
This next frame though, I think it's a must-win frame. Because if we lose this next one, I can't see us winning two on the bounce.
38.
We've got to cut out those mistakes. We've had chances in both of these frames. Could have even wrapped it up at 5-1.
44.
But the way that things swing, Kyron now, with that clearance of 51,
51. And the
is
frame.
level at 3 frames apiece.
That's the frame in the bag.
Well, this
So,
is developing
time for a bit of a
into
rethink
very
here.
tight match. Both players refusing to give any ground here.
I think we've got a new favourite. I think Kyron has to be the favourite for the match victory. Although, that is a very nice break-off. Can't complain at that one.
He wants to keep this cue ball safe, but no guarantees.
Foul and a miss.
So he's
Neil
hit the
Robertson,
pink.
6.
He's
Going to
back
take that one again.
He could well leave an opportunity if he's not careful.
I think he's hit the pink again, and he's gone in off.
Not what he intended, and to be honest, I'm not sure what his intention was.
Foul and a miss.
So that's 12 points for us. I think we're going to take it again. I don't think there's too much risk. I don't think he's just going to nestle up to these. He keeps playing this with
Certainly
pace.
Doesn't want to overhit this.
He's hit the pink again.
Foul and a miss. Neil Robertson.
Again,
6.
get him to
No
retake
real
it.
advantage here, and he's put his opponent in again.
Just try and rattle him. Did he get to the red first this time? Nope.
He'll be disappointed with that.
That
shot.
is a good
Foul
chance.
and a miss. Neil Robertson.
I'm going to put him in
Well,
once more
that's
here. We
gonna
could be
be
made to regret this. If he hits them this time. And he has. No, he hasn't. Wow.
Not really the result.
I
he
thought
was
he had.
Foul and a miss. Neil Robertson.
Well, he
6.
keeps hitting the pink here, so we might as well just try and keep taking the points off him.
brilliantly
But
played.
after so many attempts, you're going to hit him in the end, aren't you? And we played the game of risk. We thought, well, is he going to hit them? Is he going to hit them? And on the 6th attempt, he did. And this just all becomes a bit clumsy, I would say, now. Obviously, we've now got a safety battle. That touch off the middle pocket isn't going to hurt, though. Or is it? He might fancy one here. Might play a safety. No, he's going to play a safety. It's now our turn to have a look.
That's a shocker.
And it's there.
Now, can he drop this into the right corner?
And after getting 30 points, I mean, we're ahead of the commentators now, bless them. They're all
That's a wonderful, wonderful
flustered.
pot.
1.
It is a good start to the frame. It is our first pot, believe it or not. We'd already got 30 points. We finally registered, though, our first pot of the frame. And this is a decent chance. Again, it's all about cue ball control. As Ronnie says, it's all about the cue action. Which I know isn't the same as cue ball control. And we haven't exactly played a mastermind there. We were going for the pink. But we've nudged the red in the way of the pink. That doesn't help anybody out. And I'm just getting the feeling at the moment that we're not quite getting the run of the ball.
He's going for the left centre here.
You just get a hunch sometimes, don't you? That it's not quite going for you. Mind you, you can't do the whole Crimea River routine. Just got to get on with it. And for the first time in today's session, we've got a real chance. Certainly need to stop the trend. Book the trend of Kyron winning all these frames. And if we can book the trend, we might book our place in the quarter-final. See what I did there? I thought it was quite witty.
21.
Black doesn't go, actually, does it, to that corner pocket? I don't think so. It might do.
Position looks good for a colour.
No, it's okay, actually.
22.
Just trying to play that a bit harder to get on something else, but no, it's okay in the end.
This looks relatively easy. Nicely played.
And look at that. We've only had a break of 29, but we've got a 60-point lead.
Drop into the pocket.
And we're playing around the balls really nicely now.
30.
Gonna have to take on a cheap blue here, I think. Gonna be a little bit awkward to queue with the black ball, so
We know what a
decide to
prolific
take on
potter he is, so
the blue.
I assume he'd take this on.
Wonderful pot. Outstanding effort.
35.
But if we can win this frame, and the pressure is just taken off us a little bit,
Nice position on the
because then, of course, Kyron has to win both remaining frames.
43.
Not all over yet, though. So there's still 8 reds left.
44.
91 points available. We'll lead by 81 with this red. Sorry, with the black. Talk about a brain fade. Forgetting how many points the black is worth. He's up there. But with red and colour, that'll be the frame. We've not left ourselves the easiest shot here, to be honest.
Aiming for the centre pocket here.
But it's there. Good pot. And with 7 reds left,
done.
just
Good
the colour
position
needed
on this pink.
52.
to require,
This
or
is
rather
the key
make
shot.
Kyron Wilson
This goes in, you fancy him for the frame.
require both of the remaining frames to get through. And it's there. It's a good split of the reds as well. Just wants to make sure of the frames. We'd like another pot, and we've certainly given ourselves the chance to do so. And it was vital that we won that frame. Made it a little bit easier for ourselves when we got the points from the foul, but you have to exploit things like that sometimes just to give you a bit of a cushion. But it's still not game over. We still need another frame.
Onto a red.
Should Kyron go and win the next frame, it's a decider. So I'd like to win the next frame just to get it over and done with. Not increase the heartbeat too much, but sometimes you don't really have a say on whether it goes to a decider or not.
Well, no surprises here with the long pot attempt.
Wonderful shot.
72.
Just starting to play with a bit more flair now.
73.
It's really nice when you start to get confident. Your game can improve so much. And making a century here
70.
would really show we mean business. I've lost track of what our break is, to be honest, at the moment.
80.
We're not. Yeah, I think we just knocked the century idea on the head, to be honest. I don't think we're going to get it
He's looking to pop this into the right
with those
corner.
3 reds and the cushion. And it's not worth losing sleep about and using all of our... Oh, God, got all tongue twisted now. Using all of our energy to try and get. So just tap the red, get out of there. And that should be the frame. Not quite frame, set and match though yet. We need another one. It's 4-3 to us. Maximum of 2 frames left. We need 1. Kyron needs
That is
both.
the frame.
Well, he's taken the lead here.
Thank you, the 8th frame. Kyron Wilson to break.
So just a safety shot from us, I think, here. Don't want to try any heroics. Back in the pro days, we'd have probably tried that red. We've actually hit it a little bit too thick, though. Although the brown comes to save the day.
He's looking to play safe here.
It's probably not hitting it too thick. It was actually too much power on it. But again, the power worked both ways because we managed to get behind the brown. Again, we don't want to take... I don't want to take any silly liberties here and try for a pot which really is a half chance and gives Kyron a chance to then clear up. But it's a fine balance, obviously. We won't not go for anything at all. But let's see how he plays here. I hope we can get him in trouble. And look at where that cue ball is going. He's been very lucky there. Gone off both knuckles. So,
Very tricky shot coming up.
I try on this. I know we said we weren't going to go for half chance, but I'm going to try this tight cut.
Close, but not quite.
And I didn't realise another red could go. I just thought that we could only leave the one that we were playing, which I suppose is true.
1.
And that's not an easy black, but the AI don't mind these shots. I would never take a shot like this on.
That's a good split.
But we've just done exactly the opposite of what I said we were going to do 2 minutes ago. Just a bit of temptation sometimes. That's the problem. We can be tempted too much by our half chance. And of course, when we miss it, we don't just leave the one that was on. We leave a potential bigger chance. So, it's Kyron's chance to shine.
15.
He's aiming for the left corner here.
16.
Can he clear the table here? And can he do it in one visit? He's already got 23 points. I'll be interested in what he does after this red. Got to open them up, of course.
Now, can he drop
There's
this
one
into the
loose
right
red,
corner?
which he might play for.
24.
But after that, he's got to open these reds up. So he's playing for that loose red now. I'm guessing he'd just stun through for the black and just try and go into the reds by screwing back. But no, he's going for the blue, and he's completely the wrong side of them. The wrong side of it. And that was a misjudgment from Kyron Wilson. I'm surprised he didn't go for the black. Really am.
Fuming about that.
37.
But he's played an aggressive safety shot here.
Kyron Wilson, 37.
And, well, it's not worked out for him at all. I don't know why he thought he had to play that.
Not an easy one.
A very strange safety shot. Just went into the balls, and
What an excellent pot that is.
I don't quite get why he'd do that. I would go for the pink, but then one of the balls that we could pot would not be available because the pink could go back on its spot.
Long pot. Right
So
up his
it's
street.
far less risky to just take on this blue.
Fabulous.
And 9 times out of 10,
Great pot.
we'll pot that.
6.
And this is now a good chance to finish off the match. Again, we've got to stay cool. Don't necessarily have to do this in one visit. And the way we've queued for that blue, we probably won't do it in one visit. To be completely blunt, let's put some power into this. We want to get back down the table. Where's the cue ball going though? It's worked out okay in the end.
12.
Certainly leaves a half chance. It's a risk if we don't pot this, though. We're putting a lot into this.
Well, he's taking it on.
But it's a cracking pot.
Tremendous pot.
30.
Really nice accuracy there. I'm just not comfortable with that black. Topspin never works well for me.
He's an expert long potter.
I'm
and
much
he's
more
taking
comfortable
this
playing
on.
backspin.
Brilliant shot.
18.
It's whatever you're comfortable with. It's wherever your strengths lie as a player, ultimately,
He's
sometimes.
aiming to sink this into the right corner. Beautifully done.
19.
Again, we've overdone that a little. The pink being there doesn't really help matters at all. Hopefully we can avoid that on the way back. We don't. But the way we've hit it, it's actually not too bad. But this is another risk. We're going to have to put a lot into this if we're going to go for the pot. And we are going to. The red's there. And that's a cracking split. Is this the chance we need to get the second frame of the session that we needed to go and win this match?
Brilliant long pot over distance. One of his strengths.
Nothing Kyron can do now.
32.
I'd love to keep him in the chair. Certainly not all over yet, though. That's for sure.
33.
He just wants this to drop gently into the pocket.
But the reds are split now. There aren't too many risks we need to take. And as I said, this is a good chance to finish the match once and for all. We lead for the first time in the frame. That's got to be a positive. And if we get these reds, we should be in the quarterfinals.
47. 48.
Not played that one too well. Again, going to have to use the blue.
Well, I'm not surprised he's taking on the long pot here.
Then we've got to go for this red on the cushion, which isn't easy.
Wonderful pot.
These can miss.
53.
It's a good pot. I do wonder about this last red, though.
54.
That angle should be okay to go for it, though, but it's all about the pot here.
This into the right corner.
Have we got the pink right? We certainly have.
Tremendous shot.
Wonderful pot. Outstanding.
And this is the last red, so we lead by 23. This puts us in the lead by 24. And the pink
61.
or the black. And we're going to go for the black. And this will be frame set and match. Unfortunately, we can't get the centre with that black. We beat Kyron Wilson by 5 frames to 3. It was a good comeback from Kyron, from where he was.
Just the colours remaining.
But as long as he didn't lose the session, then we were okay. Well, I suppose we could have lost it 3-2.
73.
Wasn't the best shot to get on the brown there. But we arrested the route. Again, not too bothered about that brown. We'll shake hands with Kyron Wilson. I did worry for a minute when Kyron made it 3 each that it could have been game over and Kyron was the man with the momentum. But in that 7th frame, we halted him. And with a good clearance there, or as much as we can at least, up to the brown where we got the position wrong, we won the match. And if you look at the points, it's a win that is thoroughly deserved. I really thought that Kyron would give us a really good game there, but just didn't seem to be on his game. But that's no discredit to the way we played. We played well, and we're through to the quarterfinals. So who's that going to be against? Really interesting. And Kyron Wilson is one of the men who we've got a chance of overtaking in the rankings, and this is going to be a whopper. For a place in the semi-final, a matchup between ourselves and the Welsh potting machine, Mark J. Williams. Whew. That's a biggie, and it's also fairly biggie in terms of prize money as well. I mean, I doubt that Kyron got past the last 16 or the last 8 in Season 1. So if we win big at this tournament, there's definitely a good chance. And I'm absolutely fascinated by the possibilities of the match against Mark Williams. And that's going to come up in the next 2 episodes. So on Monday, we will start that match against Mark Williams, play the first 4 frames, and then on Wednesday, conclude with the final frames, however many that is, until a potential decider. Anyway, thank you for watching today. I'm really happy we got through, and this is a brilliant chance now, being at the quarter-final stage, to potentially go and win a lot of prize money, shoot up the rankings, and have a really good tournament before the big one, the Betfred World Championship. So remember to leave a like if you enjoyed that, comment your thoughts as well, and subscribe for regular Snooker 19 content on Monday, Wednesday, and on a Friday at 6 PM. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye for now.